Okay, let's move to the question number 4. The first, second, and third terms of the progression are 20, k, and k minus 5 respectively. Given that the progression is arithmetic, find the 30th term. We know that arithmetic progression is equals to a, then a plus d, then a plus 2d, and it is move on up to an. And the nth term is equals to a plus n minus 1 time d. And in arithmetic progression, difference should be same. So if given three terms are arithmetic progression, then it will be 20, then k minus 5. And if it is the arithmetic progression, then the difference will be same. So first we find the difference so that we can find the value of k. So difference is second term minus first term. So second term minus first term means k minus 20, which is t. We can find another difference by using third and second term. So difference is third term minus second term, and this one is equals to third term, which is k minus 5 minus k, and this one is equals to negative 5, which is t. So we have two difference. Equating each, we will have k minus 20 is equals to negative 5. Solving further, we will have k is equals to negative 5 plus 20, which is equals to 15. So we have calculated the value of k, which is k is equals to 15. So plugging this k value, we will have the arithmetic progression, which is 20, then k minus 5, and this one is actually equals to the 20, then k, which is 15, then k minus 5 means 15 minus 5, which is 10. So this is the arithmetic progression up to 30. We have find the arithmetic progression, and we need to find the 30th term, and we know that 30th term can be find out by using the nth formula, which is a plus n minus 1 time d. And in this case, a is equals to first term, which is 20. We need to find the 30th term, so n is equals to 30, and the difference, common difference, is equals to second term minus first term means 15 minus 20, which is equals to negative 5. So plugging these values, we will have a30, which is equals to a means 20 plus n minus 1 means 30 minus 1 time d, which is negative 5. So further solving, we will have 20 plus 29 times negative 5, and this one is equals to 20 minus 145. So we have the 30th term, which is equals to negative 125, which was the required term. Let's move to the part B. Given instead that the progression is geometric, find the sum to infinity. We need to find the sum to infinity, which is equals to a over 1 minus r. We need first term, and we also need the common ratio. And it is given that these term, first, second, and third term, are of geometric progression, which is 20, then k minus 5. It is given that this progression is the geometric progression, and we know that in geometric progression, common ratio is equals to second term over first term, which is equals to r, and in this case second term is k over 20. We can find another common ratio, sorry, this one is just you. So we can find another common ratio by using the third term over second term, and in this case we have k minus 5 over k. Or equating both r, or comparing both equation, we will have k over 20 is equals to k minus 5 over k. By cross multiplication, we will have k square is equals to the 20k minus 100, and this one is equals to k square minus 20k plus 100 equal to 0, and this one is the quadratic equation and can be solved by factorization. So k square minus 10k minus 10k plus 100 equal to 0, and taking k common, we will have k minus 10 minus 10 common, we will have k minus 10 equal to 0. Further solving, we will have k minus 10 times k minus 10 equal to 0. So we will have k minus 10 whole square, which is equal to 0. Square root both sides, we will have k minus 10 equal to 0, and in this case we will have k is equals to the 10. So we have calculated the value of k. Plugging this k in this geometric progression, we will have geometric progression which is 20, then k minus 5, and this will become 20, then k which is 10, and then k minus 5 means 10 minus 5 which is 5. So this is the geometric progression, and we need to find the sum to infinity, as we know that sum to infinity is equals to a over 1 minus r, and in this case a is first term which is 20, and we need the ratio which is second term divided by first term, means 10 divided by 20 which is equals to 1 over 2. Plugging a and r in the sum to infinity formula, we will have 20 over 1 minus half, and this one is equals to 20 over 2 minus 1 over 2, and this one is equals to 40. So we have sum to infinity which is 40 in this case.